All right, today we're going to do something fun. We're cracking open a classic internet marketing guide that says it has the exact blueprint for turning a small hobby into a real, full-time online business. Let's dive right in.
So this guide, it does not pull any punches. Right there on the cover, it makes this huge promise to help you build a cash-sucking online business. Come on, that's the kind of hook that really grabs your attention, right? It definitely makes you a little curious.
But just as it pulls you in, bam, the guide hits you with this just brutal reality check. The author basically says, look, the odds are completely stacked against you. At best, maybe 5% make it, but he suspects the real number is way down, less than 1%. So the stakes are incredibly high from the get-go. And that really sets up the big question for our whole explainer today. If pretty much everyone, 99% of people, are basically destined to fail, what is this blueprint that the guide says the top 1% are using to actually succeed? Let's break it down.
So first, let's get one thing straight about the problem we're solving. This whole blueprint, it's not just about how to make money. It's about how to survive that absolutely staggering 99% failure rate.
So what's step one in the blueprint? You'd think it would be some kind of technical trick or a secret tool, right? Nope. Surprisingly, the entire foundation, according to this guide, is psychological. It's all about building what it calls the can-do mindset. And the biggest threat to getting that mindset right isn't a lack of knowledge or skill. It's info overload. You know that feeling? Drowning in courses, software, all these must-have tools that just lead to total paralysis, where you don't do anything at all.
So, to fight that overload, the guide offers this really simple 4-step battle plan for getting productive. First, you switch off all your email alerts. Just kill the distractions. Second, you work in focused 1-hour batches, no interruptions. Third, you make and you stick to a daily to-do list like it's your job. And fourth, you end every single day with a review of what you actually got done. It's a routine built to create momentum and cut through the noise.
All right, so you've got your head in the right space. The blueprint then shifts over to the practical stuff, the essential tools and skills you need to actually build your digital workshop. Okay, what's so interesting about this slide is that it's not just a shopping list. Every tool here has a super critical job. Writing skills? That's your foundation for how you communicate. Your own website? That's your digital storefront. An autoresponder? That's your engine for building relationships with customers. Payment processors? Well, that's your cash register. And notice that last one? Relationships. The guide makes it really clear this isn't a solo mission. Your network is one of your most valuable assets.
And let's just zero in on that key tool for a second, the autoresponder. What is that? Well, think of it like your own personal marketing assistant that works automatically, tirelessly, sending emails to your list. It's the engine that builds a direct line to your audience, and the guide says that's an absolutely vital asset for any kind of long-term success.
This slide right here illustrates one of the fundamental rules of the game. You have to own your platform. Your own website is your digital real estate. It's an asset you completely control. Using social media, well, that's kind of like renting. It's awesome for getting eyeballs, but the landlord can kick you out at any time, and you lose everything. The crucial point here? Build your business on land you actually own.
Okay, mindset is locked in, tools are ready to go. Now let's talk about the payoff. How does this blueprint actually make you any money? The guide lays out 4 totally distinct paths to earning an income.
And here are those 4 models. You've got AdSense, which is the classic ad revenue model. You've got affiliate marketing, where you become a trusted promoter for products you believe in. Then there's product creation, which is the path to building your own brand and your own assets. And finally, there's this really grounded option, offline marketing, where you take your online skills and you help local businesses get online. 4 very different ways to get paid. And now we have arrived at the final make-or-break piece of the entire blueprint. You can have the perfect mindset, the best tools, an amazing product, but without this one thing, you have nothing. Just a digital ghost town. We are talking, of course, about traffic.
The guide could not be more clear on this point. Traffic, the flow of actual human beings to your website, is the absolute lifeblood of your business. Without it, even the most brilliant product on the most beautiful site is totally invisible and, yep, guaranteed to fail. So how do you actually open the floodgates? Well, the guide says you need to master a handful of these proven skills for generating traffic. That means things like article marketing to build your authority, using Web 2.0 sites for some quick exposure, running strategic pay-per-click ads to get targeted visitors, leveraging the social power of Facebook, and of course, playing the long game with search engine optimization.
So let's zoom out and just look at the whole picture. The blueprint is a very clear 4-stage sequence.
You start with mindset, then you get the right tools, then you figure out your monetization strategy, and the final critical piece you add is traffic. That is the entire formula from beginning to end.
And that's the blueprint, laid out from mindset all the way to money. The path is pretty clear. So the final question really isn't about the guide anymore. It's personal. It's for you. Looking at this whole framework, what would be the very first, decisive step you would actually take to get started?